Natural solutions to money, relationships, wellness, and more. Shine a light onto your day and into your life. Power Your Life with Dr. Joanne White.
Welcome to Power Your Life. I'm Joanne White, your host. And my first guest is helping local young artists make a name for themselves by providing a great platform with an organization called MergeArts. Fredrick Calalang is the founder and the director, and he's here with us now. Hello. Do you want me to call you Fred or Fredrick?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
What are you comfortable with?
I like Fred.
Okay,
Fred's
Fred.
Yeah, let's go with Fred.
You were in marketing and worked for an ad company.
Yes.
And then you left.
I did.
Why did you do this,
I know.
Fred?
Why? My mother asked this very same question. Well, you know, it was time. I had traveled a city a week, 10 months out of the year. And, you know, it was just kind of like, it was very much a lifestyle choice towards the end there. Despite the salaries and everything else, you know, everybody has that little talent inside them, and it's really about how you spend your day, I found out, more than what you're doing. And I used to like it, and then, you know, I guess at some point, you know,
it wasn't working
It just
anymore.
wasn't working, no,
Right.
especially for an artist.
Right, but so you're an artist, but you've also used that background and that marketing expertise to help other artists. How do you do that?
I did. Well, the great thing is, as an event marketer, I came back and used the key learnings and best practices. Two words I taught most of the artists. Like, wow, did you make that up? Like, no, not make that up. But with the event marketing and the branding and everything else, bringing that to the creative class was really great because, like most of my friends, most of my artist friends are kind of more on the right brain side than the left.
Sure, so they don't have that marketing,
Right.
and that's where you come in.
Yeah,
so what's MergeArts?
And that's what MergeArts does, is we provide a consistent platform for fashion, music, and art. So that...
And it all comes together?
Exactly. So we produce these shows as the event platform. So what we'll do is we'll take about 4 to 5 bands, and then we'll take 8 to 10 runways with 8 to 10 designers with their runways, and we will surround them with about 15 or 16 visual artists, from photographer to sculptor and the like. So, so the show runs like this. The doors will open, the first performance will go off, and it'll be a band with a 30-minute set, and then we come in with 2 runway shows right behind them, and then it's rock runway all night long, and the entire time surrounded by the most wonderful visual artists.
Right.
They're all installed on the walls, and yeah, it's just a very pro-grade show.
Is there a lot of rehearsal time for this?
There is not, surprisingly, but we curate the shows very carefully. So the artists that we select are, you know, they're pro-grade. So, you know, the designers, they know how to put together a runway show.
Right.
The bands can, you know, they can kill 30 minutes.
But it's interesting how it all comes together, and we just missed a show.
Yeah, we just missed a show. So,
but I'm coming to the next one, which
yes,
is in April, right?
April. That would be April 30th is the next show.
In Philadelphia?
In Philadelphia at Coda, which is a really great venue.
I haven't been there.
It's live performance based, and they're very kind to us over there. They even did they renovated from another club, but they did it with us in mind, so it's pretty good.
So you also have a bit of a philosophical mind here, and you and I were talking on the phone, and you were talking about how we buy into a fairy tale.
We really do,
what does that mean?
yeah. Let's get on the soapbox a little bit. But it's so true, though. You know, when we're younger, they sell you the fairy tale, and I don't know if it was meant to be a fairy tale, but, you know, in this day and age, as everybody has already figured out, the picket fence, like I just go to college, and then I figure out what I'm going to do, and then I go have babies and get a job, and the end. It's not really like that anymore. So, you know, it's so much more about, again, I go back to, it's not so much what you're interested in or even what you can do, but how you're going to spend your day that really ends up being the most important part. You may see your peers in college changing their majors over and over, and people, you know, you might be really interested in science and then get put into a lab setting and realize like, oh my gosh, I have nobody to talk to but the Petri dish. Are you kidding me right now?
Right. So
yeah.
that's not what I want from my life. That's
Right.
not how I want to
Yeah,
spend
and
my
it's like,
time.
it was cool. It was fun. It was interesting. It's intriguing. I'm fascinated. But wow, my day to day, that's not how I want to live.
And so people
Yeah.
have to think about that. But oftentimes people don't stay into one vocation or
They don't.
profession. They're constantly changing throughout their
Yes,
lives, which I
yeah.
think is part of the personal creative
It
process.
is. It is.
What kind of art do you do?
Well,
We never got into
I
that.
know we did. I was going to kind of tiptoe around.
I want to know.
I'm a commercial actor. I'm the worst pen and charcoal artist you'll ever meet. So
I draw stick figures
there
very
you
well.
go. Right? Yeah, I can barely. I can't get the hands right. They're so hard. Yeah. So I did try a lot of. I was always very creative, especially when I was younger, and it just kind of evolved into a very full body thing. I'm very good with people, and it really just kind of woke up this little monster where I just had to be creating something. And then what I was really good at was inhabiting space, speaking, being in character. Yeah.
Well, you're a natural.
Well, thank you. You're being very kind.
So this wonderful MergeArts, what's in it, real fast?
Okay. So MergeArts, fashion, music, art.
And what's the message? Is there a message?
I'm not sure if there's a message. I have a
Pleasure?
message.
What's
yeah.
your message?
Well,
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah, my message is that if you're an artist, if you haven't had it already, you're gonna have that oh darn moment, we'll call it, where you're gonna realize that you are an artist and that's the way you're built. And going back to how you spend your days, you're never gonna be happier. But your talent's like a monster.
So feed the monster.
Feed the monster.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Fred,
feed the
and I'll
monster.
see you in April.
Okay, thanks, Joanne.
MergeArts. Stay tuned for mastering your mind and your thoughts can be one of the hardest things to do. But up next, we're going to share expert advice on how you can power up your mental strength.